My neighbor had been stealing my takeout for a month, so I decided to treat him to the most unforgettable Carolina Reaper feast of his life. I even wrote in the delivery note, "I'm extremely into spicy food. If it's not spicy, I'll leave a bad review." Then I added half a tube of Carolina Reaper extract, supposedly the hottest in the world. Just like always, he flipped off my peephole, then smugly walked away with my takeout. 5 minutes later, a blood-curdling scream came from upstairs. He was screaming for water. An ambulance took him away, and then the police came to me, saying I was suspected of poisoning him. I calmly pulled out the security footage of him stealing my food, along with my recent social media post about being obsessed with extreme spice challenges. My name is Jack, and I'm a freelance designer. 3 years ago, I quit my internet company job and escaped the 996 grind and endless meetings. Now I take projects from home. I'm not exactly rich, but at least I'm free. I thought as long as I shut my door, I could live at my own pace, until I met my upstairs neighbor, Tom. It all started with something simple. That morning, my internet suddenly got so slow it felt like I was back in the 2G era. I opened my router settings, and there it was in the device list. A strange name, Tom the Legend. Just from the name, I knew it was my upstairs neighbor, Tom. I didn't hesitate. I blocked him and changed my password to a 16-character mess. But I never expected that 5 minutes later, someone would start pounding on my door. Open up! Open up! I know you're home! Bro, what's wrong with your Wi-Fi? I was in a ranked promo match, Diamond 1 to Master, about to push their base, and you made me disconnect. If my account gets banned, are you paying for it? Do you know how much that account is worth? Hurry up and connect me back. You were stealing my Wi-Fi, so I changed the password. What are you acting like that for? So what if I use your Wi-Fi? We all live in the same building. You use it anyway, so what's the problem if I connect too? You don't even use that router at night. It's just sitting there collecting dust. Neighbors help each other out. Do you really have to be so petty? Tom, this is my private property. I never gave you permission to use it. Come on, don't be so cheap. It's not like I won't pay you. No need, I don't share my internet.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. If I catch you stealing my Wi-Fi again, I'm calling the police. Tom burst out laughing. The police? Go ahead. You're calling the cops over some Wi-Fi? You think they'll care? You're trying to scare me with this tiny little thing? You think I'm scared that easy? Kid, don't push your luck. We're neighbors. What good does it do you to make things ugly? Fine, kid. You're pretty cocky. We'll see about that. You'll regret this. Then another neighbor stepped out to be fair, saying young people these days had no sense of community and ruined neighborly peace over tiny little things. He also said we all lived in the same complex and saw each other all the time. Everyone knew whose Wi-Fi was whose and who lived where, so young people should be more open-minded. Another neighbor agreed, saying close neighbors are better than distant relatives, so why couldn't we just talk things out? People these days are way too sensitive. That's classic neighborhood logic. The person who stands their ground is always the one in the wrong. If you take it seriously, you're petty. If you insist, you're ruining harmony. Who's right or wrong doesn't matter. Tom put on an act like he was trying to keep the peace, saying forget it. He didn't want trouble. We were all neighbors and still had to live around each other, so everyone should pretend they saw nothing. A perfect move. Retreating to gain sympathy and acting generous. Beautiful. Starting that Monday, the noise upstairs began right at 10 every night, so punctual it made my scalp tingle. For 3 straight days, from 10 to 11 every night, right on the dot, even more accurate than an alarm clock. What do you want? It's late. Sorry to bother you. The noise from upstairs is really loud. Every night from 10 to 11, there's a ton of noise. Could you please keep it down? Kids are naturally energetic. Can't you see that? He's just running around, bouncing a ball, riding a scooter at home. What's the problem? You're a grown man arguing with a kid. Aren't you embarrassed? The kid can be energetic, but you still have to think about the neighbor downstairs. It's too late at night. Do you have any idea how important a child's development is? Who are you to tell them not to be active? My kid is growing. What are you nagging about? I'm not saying kids can't be active, but there has to be a time and place. From 10 to 11 at night, people downstairs need to rest. That's basic respect. Then don't live here. If you think our place is too noisy, move out. We're in our own home, so why should we accommodate you? If you want quiet, go live in a villa. Stop acting so refined. Since talking doesn't work, I'll solve it my own way. I hope when the time comes, you can still act the same way you are now. Do whatever you want, think whatever you want. Reasoning with them was useless. Their logic was unbeatable. Fine, very fine. Then don't blame me for getting serious. Since they liked that rhythm so much, I decided to add something extra. A vibration speaker. When attached to a wall or ceiling, the sound doesn't travel through the air. It goes straight through the building structure and into the upstairs floor. Interesting, it costs 230 yuan total, way more than 5 yuan a month for Wi-Fi, but for peace and quiet, it was worth it. Tom, let's take our time with this. It was secured. Since you don't follow the rules, I'll help you redefine them. The kid had tired himself out, but the adults were still making noise. It was time. Why does it keep shaking? Do you feel that? The floor is buzzing. You don't feel it? Is downstairs doing something? Why does it feel like an earthquake? Let's have property management check it tomorrow. This wasn't revenge, it was feedback. They didn't come to me because they had no proof and weren't even sure the feeling came from outside. But the noise did get quieter. Step 1 was complete. The real battle was just beginning.